Well. Good greetings, everyone. Greetings. We're happy to be here today. Today is Thursday, Moment of Inspiration. And we just want to encourage you that as you go through today, and I pray that it's a good day. I thought about some things, Rick and Tiff. I thought about how sometimes people use this time to tell people off and can't wait to get in front of the family and start a whole ruckus. But I want to encourage people not to do that today. I want to encourage people that even though we give thanks every day and how this is a day that families come together, don't make it a day that people remember because of how you acted up. Make it a day that people remember because everything just was nice. So if you don't have your nice cap on, put your nice cap on today. Don't be angry. Don't be mad. Be glad that you have the opportunity to be with your family. And so, everybody's not happy about being with their family. But the other thing I thought about, Tiffany and Rick, is there's a lot of people that are homeless. There's a lot of people that aren't spending today with their families. And we just want to be an encouragement to them for a moment today. Uh, my name is Leslie Montgomery, as you can see, and you are tuned into LKM Kingdom Living, Leslie's Lessons Learned. So, Rick and Tiff, I'm glad you're here.
It's good to be
And
here.
if you could think about it, you know, think what would you be great? What are you grateful for? Man, I could think of a lot of things y'all could be grateful for, but I'm going to ask you, some of the things or something that makes you think about others. Because a lot of times we're caught up in ourselves and we don't think about others and what others is going through. So if you could just, probably Rick, I'm sure she's going to say, go ahead, Rick. Uh, what
Uh,
are some things you could really be thankful for or hope to encourage others to be thankful for?
okay. Well, I'm grateful because I'm Rick
And I'm Tiff, and
and we're
we're Team
Team Child.
Childs.
So for us, great the thankfulness because I know today is Thanksgiving. And when you think about Thanksgiving, you think about food, you think about family, you think about football, the weather,
Yes.
all the different things that come along with it.
I don't think
But
about football.
well, I do. So, uh, but it's not high on my list. Family is high on my list. And just coming together because I can't think, and you just said it earlier about having Thanksgiving with ruckus and certain things. I can't think of a Thanksgiving where we've had anything like that. It was more or less family coming together, eating, filling up a plate and leaving, having leftovers. So just being thankful, from our, where we are. But like you just said earlier, there's people that don't have those things. Um, and we had an opportunity to witness a place that we frequent from time to time called Miss K's. And the time we were there, uh, she was giving out free Thanksgiving dinners.
It's a restaurant
Yep, it's a
here in the
restaurant.
DMV area.
Yeah, and she was giving away, free Thanksgiving dinners, and it was just, just seeing that gesture you just really, especially with everything that's going on in the world today, when you see things like that, people giving back, and not always taking, it just
Yeah.
really warms up my heart to know that there are good folks out there that are making a difference.
And even with Miss K's,
Mhm.
I was personally glad that we were able to pour back into her and her business for her gesture, and that her business will continue to flourish and be blessed. Um, but this particular morning, personally, I was feeling a little sad, right? I was feeling a little sad um, because Rick and I, we have two amazing families, right? And so on certain holidays, we have to kind of split ourselves between the two. So I was feeling a little sad because, we got to split between the families, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And, you know, I'm an advocate of life is what you make it, so I could have sat in that sadness pretty much all day and be like, oh, woe is me. I can't be over here or be over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm choosing to make today an amazing and great day. Um, and another thing that I'm really, really thankful for, our son entered the room this morning and asked, could we pray together? And I was like, absolutely we can. So not only did he want to pray, but he wanted to read the word of God and Yahweh and Elohim and all of the so we had a good time as a family this morning to break bread together first here home. So
That's nice. Yeah.
So I like that because what does is set the tone for the day. So so today's gonna be absolutely amazing for us. One, because we choose, and then we are thankful that we get to um, be a blessing to others in our walk and what God has charged us Team Childs to do. So we are so excited to be chosen by God to be a blessing to others as well.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Just leading by example. Just doing the things that sometimes you don't understand that there's always someone watching. Even though they may not say anything, they may not acknowledge themselves. People are watching how you move, and they can tell when you're not moving in the right way or the right vein. And I just think, Tiff, for what she said, as far as because we do during the holidays have that challenge of splitting time between the families. And for the most part, it's worked out pretty good, and I'm thankful for that. The fact that she can be honest and share what she shared, but also know too that she's thankful, for the fact that we can spend time with both of our families when those seasons come around.
Yeah, that's all. That's you think about it. That is an honor,
Hmm.
man. You know how many people have? They don't have to choose, but to have the opportunity to grace both families with your presence. And most times, I know ours used to be Christmas with my family, Thanksgiving with his family, but it always worked because it was a it was good to be with both sides. And
And
sometimes we can be the light that they're looking for. Sometimes you walk in and they might be sad and they get excited because you have entered. You was going to say something too.
I was, but I'm not going to say it.
So yeah, we just wanted good Shalom Elder Page. We just wanted to come on for a minute and just really encourage people. Everybody's not happy today. Everybody's not feeling even well. There's a lot of people that are under the weather right now and wish they could be with their family, but they can't because they're down and out or they live in a different state. I talked to Adrian, and she's like, I'm sad. I can't be with you for Thanksgiving, because we live in different states.
Yeah.
And the fact that even though we live in different states, she's going to her grandparents' house, and she could be at home, soaking or sobbing because she's not with her mother. But in everything, we're learning to give thanks. In everything, we're learning to have a different attitude about life and things that do come up, not against us, but do come up in life. it's a choice, as Tiffany was saying, that even though she's not going to be with her family, who she grew up with, it would be no difference than Rick not being with his family, who he grew up with. When we grow up with them and we're used to being around them at holiday times, we grew up. Thanksgiving in the house, Christmas in the house, and everybody coming over there. We're going to somebody's house, but we were always together. Then we get married and we have to make choices.
Mhm.
So, it's a real thing.
Yeah,
It's a real thing. Yeah.
it is a
So,
real thing.
mhm.
And if I can just encourage, for those that are maybe feeling sad or lonely during this time, if you could just, maybe your loved one is no longer here,
Right.
um, maybe just kind of think of something positive, or some happy memories of that person, because that's what I have to do. I lost my best friend a few years ago, and I can smile at all of the beautiful memories that we did share. Um, do I miss her? Yes, and wish she was here. Absolutely. But again, do I want to sit in the space of, sadness today? And I really do not want to. And if I don't want to, then I really do have the power within to actually change change that scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, even you guys, as you go about your day to day, I pray that it's a blessed one. Anyone that comes on and listen, I pray that you choose to make it a good day. A lot of times things are going on when around the holiday time. People do lose loved ones. One of the things my mother, well, when she was living, told me, she said, at the end of the year, there's a certain amount that has to leave. And she used to always say that. And you do see quite a few people that leave around a holiday season. And we want to encourage you that they might be gone physically, but they're still in your heart.
Mhm.
And as they're in your heart, remember, as Tiffany said, the good times. And yes, they're gone. We miss them. We miss them tremendously,
Mhm.
but we still have to live. So I want to encourage you to get yourself up, brush yourself off, and don't allow those sad moments to overtake you. Rejoice. And again, I say rejoice. And we are learning that a part of rejoicing is to remember the word, how much the Father loves us, and how through his word we can find joy. For the joy of the Lord is our strength. So as you go through the day, I don't know, Rick, if you had something else you wanted to add. Um,
No, no, just want to wish everyone, a happy Thanksgiving, and just remember, someone out there, uh, just, uh, just in passing, if you're out and about, just saying, happy Thanksgiving, or just speaking to someone can make a difference.
Mhm.
People just don't understand. Some people don't get the interaction on a daily basis, and then especially during this time of the year, it's probably even more so heightened for individuals. So just speaking to someone, showing the act of kindness. I mean, even if you're at the store getting things for your dinner or whatever, open the door for someone. Allow them to go past you. If it's feasible. There's just so many different things, so many small acts that we can do. That's a part of thankfulness.
yeah,
Being grateful.
yeah,
And if
that's
God laid someone on your heart
Mhm.
today, or someone you haven't spoken to, pick up the phone and give them a call.
Yes.
Either call them or text them or something like that. And just let them know you are thinking about them, because that timing could be perfect
yeah,
for them. So, you know, that's a little nudge from God a lot of times for us to follow through on that. So, boy, did I learn something today on being radical obedient as soon as he tell you to do something. OMG. Yes.
Yeah. What the Father was saying to me today about that, He wants us to be first responders,
I like that.
and that in life we need to be first responders. Even if He lays it on your heart to take somebody a plate, take a plate today.
That's good.
A lot of times we are self centered. When I say that, we only think about we're zoned in, family and us,
Mhm.
you know. But there's some out there, even right now with all that's going on with the governor, there's a lot of people out there that don't have food.
Yeah.
And some of them we know and never will tell you that they don't have anything to eat. So if he lays it on your heart, if he lays it on your heart to pray
Mhm.
with those on the street, pray, that Elohim will um, intervene on their behalf. Everybody out there is not out there because they're crazy. Late, look, everybody out there is not out there because they want to be. Situations and so many people have lost jobs at this season or this time in life, and government is doing a lot of shifting and changing, and there's a lot of people out there that really need to see the light. So as you go about your day to day, be that light, and remember that the light that you shine on somebody else can ignite somebody else to shine a light on somebody else. It's almost like that saying, each one teach one. Bring the light and let it shine through the day. So be encouraged today. We love you, but Yahweh loves you more. And as you go about your day, remember, in everything give thanks. Until next time, we love you. Have an amazing day. And remember, it's your choice.